Hey guys, what's going on? Russo here bringing you guys another episode of my Hardcore Ironman series. And first of all, guys, thank you all so very much for all the support that you have been giving me on these videos. I know I say this at the beginning of every episode, but I truly do mean it. Last episode got over 70 likes, which means almost 10% of the entire subscriber count that I have on the channel. When I uploaded that episode, I actually liked the video, which is truly amazing. So thank you guys so very much for doing that. I really do appreciate the support. I'm going to go ahead and challenge each and every one of you who are watching this video right now to try to get 100 likes on this. That would be my first video to get 100 likes as a part of this series, and I think it'd be a truly incredible milestone. So thank you guys for all the support you guys have been giving me. Everybody seems to really enjoy this series. I'm trying to improve. I'm trying to make this series better, and we are going to be trying to max this account, as most of you guys do know. So we did complete the Shadow of the Storm quest, as you guys can see when we first started the episode, and we also took our experience in range, giving us 30 range. Now, one of the things that we are doing right now is we are mining actually some iron ore. I meant to say we are buying because we actually went ahead and bought ourselves 6,000 nature runes. Now, we did not buy this from the Mage Bank in the wild. We actually played it safe. And since we completed Rogue Traders last episode, we actually went ahead and bought all of our nature runes from the Rogue Trader, or Ali Morrison, in Al-Kharid. So what we had to do, we had to world top. I believe there's only 100 nature runes per. So all that money that we received during our thieving levels, I believe we're at 86 right now, and all the money we received during Agility Pyramid has been very beneficial in helping us buy certain runes that we need, or helping us buy certain items, or just having enough cash for the time being to be able to do the things that we would like to do. So eventually I will have to go ahead and do some more thieving. We are going to get our thieving level up to 99 probably very soon, sooner rather than later, because I would like to start up a kingdom, and I believe we're going to be doing that in the coming episode. So right now our main goal, as you guys can see on the screen, is we are going to be mining and superheating 3,400 iron ore. Now, these iron ores are probably going to be used down the line for dart tips. They may be used for plate bodies. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. I'm going to assume we're going to be using them with dart tips. We're probably going to be fletching them while we're doing agility, which is also a viable option. And we might also be using the darts for range training. So a little bit down the line, but most importantly, this is not only getting our mining level up, our smithing level, but also our magic level, which is going to be very crucial to a couple of our goals that we actually have coming up. So what we are doing here is we are actually teleporting to the Kandarin Monastery. Now, for those of you guys who really don't know about this method, basically what you want to do is you have your RDK point on, you teleport to the Kandarin Monastery, run slightly north, and there's 6 iron rocks that you can see in the screen right here. Now, this 2 spot is very beneficial to me. There is a more efficient way that you could actually do this. The more quote-unquote efficient way to do this would actually be to, you know, superheat the ores in the middle of actually collecting them. But what we actually wanted to do is, you know, we were just mining the ores. We actually teleported to the fishing bank. Now, this is not the normal teleport that you'd probably want to use. So the guide actually mentions to mine the ore here, run slightly north into the RD bank, and on your way there, either walking or on your way there, either running, you would be superheating the ores. We figured out a really cool strategy for this. So what we did is we actually have 99 fire making, and we got a Tome of Fire unlocked from Wintertab. So what we actually did, we put 1 page into it to give us unlimited fire runes. So we are wielding the Tome of Fire, and for those of you guys who don't know, superheating is a nature rune and fire runes. So we have unlimited fire runes, and we have our 6,000 nature runes that we did just purchase. So the method that we did, we actually equipped the Tome of Fire once we were 50 magic, and then we actually just teleported to the fishing guild, ran up to the bank, and superheated right then and there. We could have superheated in between the spawns of the 2 rocks. As you guys can see, there's slightly a delay. We're not exactly one-ticking the rocks right now, but we're getting closer. I believe we're over, we just hit 52 mining at this point, which is actually really cool. So we actually just hit 52 mining. We can't one-tick the rocks immediately. Sometimes it does, but you know, it really does vary with whatever we want to do. We're getting closer to 50 smithing. We just hit 46, and we're also getting closer to 60 magic. We just hit 58. So this is a really beneficial method. Now, if you guys don't have the Tome of Fire, that is okay. Just take a stack of fire runes with you, or you can also use the fire battle staff. I actually chose to wield my pickaxe. We actually went ahead and bought ourselves a rune pickaxe and an adamant pickaxe as well prior to actually completing this task. So we did have a rune pickaxe and we did have adamant. As you guys just saw there, we actually did just complete our 3,400 goal, and we just completed another quest, the Creature of Frankenstein. Now, a lot of these quests that I'm doing, Nature Spirit has been completed as well. Very good rewards from that quest, actually. A couple thousand XP there. So after that, we went ahead and we bought ourselves a rune sword. Now, the rune sword will be very crucial. We'll have to use this to train for pretty much, you know, the foreseeable future until we go ahead, actually camp fire giants and camp the fire giants for our rune simmies. So, not too bad. We got a rune sword and we got some ranging gear as well. Went ahead and completed Elemental Workshop 2. Now, that's actually a pretty cool quest. I mean, 7,500 smithing XP is nothing to joke about. We went ahead and actually completed the Lost City of Zenaris. So we went ahead and we are going to be trying to unlock our fairy rings. So I'm stuck on fire right right now, the Tome of Fire and the Superheating, but we're actually going to go ahead and try to unlock our fairy rings. There's a nice simple quest completed, Ernest the Chicken, and here we go ahead and we do end up completing Fairy Tale Part 1. So, pretty good rewards for me. I get the Magic Secateurs, which will be really, really helpful when we go ahead down the line to start our farming. We actually get our farming up to level 22. We have not planted one single plant yet, and we are actually up to 22 farming, which is really, really cool. So, I just want to show you guys this little clip as well. We actually did not complete Fairy Tale Part 2, but what we did is we went in, and we actually got our fairy rings unlocked. So fairy rings are some, a teleportation method that I'm really, really, really not good with right now. I've never used them. As you guys know, I come from a level 3 background, and I never used them in any prior RuneScapes either. So I really have to get used to, that being my first method of thought, being, hey, we need to use fairy rings. We can get places with fairy rings, and that's going to be really, really important to us. So as you saw there, we are making a bunch of jewelry. There's a lot of content happening, guys. There's a lot of content. So and this clip I want to show you, this was really, really close. You can see we're at 27 HP. We're at 7 prayer, and we just defeated Elvarg from the Dragon Slayer quest. Very, very, very excited about that, by the way, guys. Very, very happy with that, too. So now we're able to go back to Oziach, complete the quest, and we're actually able to wield and, or not wield, but wear our rune plate body. So I'm very, very excited. So going back to fairy rings, I'm going to have to get used to that, which is going to be very beneficial. I'm going to actually have to learn all the teleports. So what we did is when we did unlock our fairy rings, we went ahead and we went to every single location we possibly could. So now I have locations in there, so if fairy rings are a viable option, we can go to the fairy ring and get to where we need to be. So I threw this clip in here because this is the armor we are going to be rocking. Very excited about this, actually. So we were able to unlock the full rune set. Well, not the full rune set. We do not have the full helm yet. As you can tell, we have no really good boots, and we have no really good bracelets or gloves to wear either, and we also don't have a kite shield. But pretty awesome, guys. We have the rune plate. We also went to go ahead and unlock the rune plate legs. We obviously have a skill cape trimmed, which is really beneficial as well for not only defense but prayer bonus, which is awesome. And we got our rune sword that we're going to be using to train for the interim future. So once we unlock the rune sim, we will obviously go to the rune sim and then eventually, go ahead to the dragon scimitar once we do complete Monkey Madness. So a couple more quests being completed. Death to Dorkshin, very important quest for everybody. It allows you to actually use the bone crossbow with the bone bolts, which is very important for low level range. We've actually learned that with our Slayer training, which you guys are going to see. And that is one of the skills that I wanted to mention to you guys. I have very little Slayer experience, and this is why this episode is so freaking exciting for me, because this is the first time I have really sat down. This is the first time I've really gone ahead and went to go get Slayer tasks. And this is a cool quest to complete as well. We did complete Horror from the Deep. Now, we did have to flinch the Dagnauth, so there's a lot of new techniques and new things I'm kind of learning to kind of, keep myself safe, right? Because we don't want to die. We're obviously a hardcore Ironman. We do have one death, as most of you guys know. So there's a lot of new techniques I'm learning, which is really, really fun. But here we go, guys, with the Slayer training. And as you can see, the Death to Dorkshin, the bone crossbow is what we are mentioning. And we actually were able to buy a green dragon hide body as well from Oziach. So now we actually have full dragon hide or full green dragon hide. And eventually we will upgrade that to blue, red, and so on and so forth. And eventually up to black and try to get ourselves some better range of gear as we go on in the progress videos. So, but as you guys can see, we are starting Slayer. Very, very exciting time. A lot of people want to watch Slayer. A lot of people are very intrigued by Hardcore Ironman Slayer. And me, myself, I learn a lot. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning where different monsters are located. I'm learning about safe spotting. I'm learning about how to do Slayer efficiently, and I'm very, very excited about that. So Slayer is one of those things that is extremely crucial on a hardcore Ironman. Not only is it crucial just to, get supplies, but it's very crucial, train your combat, and it's very crucial to keep the health of the account, very, very good, I should say. It's a lot of drops, guys. It's a lot of, PVM items. It's a lot of, different things that you need in order to complete your account. I mean, if we're going for a maxing goal, this is something that's going to be very important. So we're going to get a lot of herbs. We're going to get our prayer up this way because we have to go kill dragons. We may not be necessarily doing Slayer, but we're going to go have to farm some bones to actually use. But we're going to be getting herbs. We're going to be getting drops. We're going to be getting new weapons, new armor. I mean, this is huge, guys. This is so much content and so much really good content that you guys have been very excited about. Now, I will comment that the low-level Slayer is pretty brutal to go through. I mean, when we are training with the bow, with the bone crossbow, it's very, very slow, to be honest with you. So, as you can see here, it's kind of, it's kind of very, very lethargic just to sit here and kill monsters over and over and over. But you know what? the mentality that I have is we are starting off slow, but as we you know, progress and move on, we're going to be getting cool drops, right? We're going to be crossing off milestones on the account, and eventually we will get to that higher level Slayer, which will be very exciting, which will be very, you know, intriguing, and we will have a chance at some of those drops, you know, and eventually we'll move on to raids. And obviously this is way in the future, but it's something to look forward to right now, and we are obviously prepping for that by doing Slayer right now. And when I say doing Slayer, I mean getting combat up, which would then eventually lead to raids and getting items like that. So as you guys can see, we have already hit 24 Slayer. Our first task that we were assigned were actually some Anku. Now those were kind of difficult to those were actually kind of difficult to kill. They are actually level 86, so it did take, you know, quite some time to kill them with a bone crossbow. And this isn't the best weapon to use, but if you guys actually go ahead into Dorkshin and you actually see, and, you know, go and buy the bone bolts, they are very cheap. So basically I bought like 6,000 or 7,000, and I just went there, didn't even bother to pick them up half the time, and I've not at this point completed animal magnetism, so we actually do not even have the ranging bonus, or we do not have Ava's accumulator sitting on our back, so we are not saving anything. But I determined that I'm okay with that, because we'll go ahead and run some agility here, and we'll go ahead and do some more thieving, and you know, worst comes to worst, we do lose a little bit of GP on the bone crossbows, or the bone crossbolts, I should say, but I'm not really too concerned about it. It's just a very efficient weapon to do what we're doing right now, and I decided to do range training. I'm already, you know, I'm pretty progressed in melee, as you guys know. We did 99 fishing, we got up to 72 strength already. I believe we're very close to 50 attack. We have actually somewhere around 45 attack, I believe, and our defense is actually level 41. I think we actually achieved that this episode. So really excited about our melee stats. Magic is getting up there as well. I believe we ended this episode at level 58, so we are doing very well. So we wanted to kind of bring the range up to kind of meet those other skills, which is why we are training Slayer with the range. And as you can see, we are level 48 range, making our way over here, and there we go, guys. 31 Slayer, and the final level of the episode, 32 Slayer. So thank you guys for watching so much. I know this is a lot of content, a lot of levels, a lot of good stuff coming. I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. And without further ado, that is going to be the end of the episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next episode.